welcome back to the vlog. I was about to say good morning because it is Monday morning when I'm filming this, but it might not be morning when you're watching it. So I hope you're having a lovely day, whatever you're doing. I'm in such a good mood today. Do you ever have those days where you just feel like everything is going right and it's only about 9 o'clock in the morning? I hope you're having a good day, whatever you're doing. Thank you for all the lovely comments on my last video. It's really nice to come back and get vlogging again. So this week I thought I'm going to show you some plans, some actual sewing plans, which feels so strange because my sojo had been kind of missing in action for a little while, but it is slowly coming back. I've made a few things over the last couple of weeks, and I've got some things cut out, ready to start. So I thought I would show you what I'm going to be making over the next month or so, and then just like I used to do, I'll come back and show you what I've been making. And I am going to do a video to show you some of the more recent makes that me and the team have made as well. So I'm just going to go straight into it. I've got a lovely pile of very beautiful fabrics next to me. Some of these I'm going to be sewing, some of them are going to be sewn up by, or the team will maybe help me finish them off, etc. Just because it is a little bit stressful trying to get everything done. We're hoping to open the studio again next month, so I'll be back teaching as well as running the business and the shop. So either me or one of the lovely teachers or one of the lovely ladies in the shop will help me finish these. So the first one I'm going to dive straight into is the new Tilly and the Buttons Lara pattern. So you might have seen this online. It is I would say like a smock style dress, but it does have a optional waist tie as well. What do they say? If you want to swoosh around an effortless, can you tell I've had 2 coffees already this morning? If you want to swoosh around an effortless and mega comfy style, then meet Lara, your new best friend. So it's a shirt dress with oversized blousey bodice with bust dart, button front opening, 2-piece collar and stand, and of course side seam pockets. So I really like the look of this one. I often find with lots of different patterns, I find it easier to look at the line drawings rather than the pattern styling, just because I then find it easier to envisage the kind of fabrics and the styling that I would go for. I like the fact that it's got a bit of structure, because although smock dresses are really popular, or if you watched the Sewing Bee this week, also known as buffet dresses, I do like a bit of shaping. I also like the fact that it's got a button placket, because again it gives you a little bit more few more style lines, and I think it's a really nice pattern for those of you that are looking to take a step up. So if you're a confident beginner or an improver, or obviously if you're an experienced sewer, this is a nice one to kind of get your teeth into. So I am thinking, I haven't decided, I could do with your input actually. Do I go the whole like maxi length, or do we go for sort of, I think they've called it, yeah, well, it's knee length, so it's neither midi nor maxi. Or maybe we would lengthen the shorter version down and make it more of a midi, or would I add another ruffle? Can't decide, because I am going all out with the fabric, because I've been in love with this fabric for ages, and I'm thinking it would be like a bit of a 70s floral vibe. It is this art gallery rayon, which is called Posy Blaze. You guys know how much I love art gallery. The quality of the fabrics are just amazing. This rayon is so soft, I can't tell you. And look at that colourful ditzy print. It's just right up my street. I love it so much. So that and that I think will look amazing. But I don't know if the maxi in it will be like really full on, but then maybe that's the whole point. Maybe I just embrace it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will obviously link all of the fabrics and patterns in the comments down below. And then as we're on Tilly patterns, there is another one that I'm going to sew up, and again smock dress style. You can tell I'm actually wearing a smock dress today, but it's not me made. I'm really sorry, which is why I haven't talked about it. But I do really like the style. So the indigo dress, you'll know I've made loads of these. I love it. So easy, just chuck on over your head and wear. And again, I think if you look at the line drawings, you can see this is a really simple shape. So if you feel like maybe you're not quite ready for Lara, indigo is a really great one to do. There's no like buttons, fastening, zips, anything like that. It's a really simple bodice. It's got darts in the bodice, so you do get a little bit of shaping, and then it's literally straight out into a gathered skirt. And sticking with the drapey, soft and lovely feel, I'm going for one of the new Atelier Brunette Eco Viscoses. So this is from their seed range. They've got this, we've got this in 3 different colours. We've got it in a black, like a chestnutty colour, and then this beautiful cedar green. I just think it's so pretty. And I really like how wearable the print is. It's quite delicate, but it's not, I mean, it's quite different to the last one that I showed you. I really, really love that. And this just swishes so nicely. I think it will drape beautifully as an indigo. So that is plan number 2. The next one I'm going to show you, I think I might have shown you this in the video last time. Let me just grab the pattern. I need some new like summer tops and t-shirts and things. Now this pattern I really, really like the look of. It is the Grace top by Friday Pattern Co, and you can see it is just a little tank top, little vest. It's got a highish neckline, but it's not a funnel neck, it's just sort of folded over at the top there, and then it's got a sort of dipped hem and a curved front. But I really like this, and I'm going to pair it with, again, I think I put this in my fabric favourites, and this just goes to show that I do mean it when I pick them, because I'm going to make a little wearable black top out of this art gallery cotton jersey. With these really funky eye prints on it. I think that will look really cool as a little vest. You can wear it with jeans or skirt and things. And I just love, I mean, it's got the black background, so you can pair it with anything. And then you've got these sort of like different coloured eyes, opened, closed, very mystical. Really like that one. I think that'd be a really good pattern to use up like small amounts of jersey. It says it takes I think it's like a yard, which is 0.9 meter, but I'll let you know if you can get it out of any less or if it takes any more. But yeah, that one and that one make number 3. And then I've got 2 very similar fabrics and 2 of the same pattern company. So I am really excited that we're now stocking the By Hand London sewing patterns. If you don't know By Hand London, they've been around for a long time. They were one of the earlier independent sewing pattern companies to come out, made some really beautiful dresses there. When I think of really lovely dress patterns, I always think of By Hand London. And they used to do printed patterns maybe 6 years ago, maybe about 6 years ago, and Elisa Lex, it used to be run by Elisa Lex and Charlotte, and I think it's just Elisa Lex now, but they went to PDF only a few years back and haven't done printed patterns. I say a few years back, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. So they haven't done printed patterns for a really long time, but they are now doing them. I'm just going to grab the other one. And what I love, so they've released 3 of their most popular patterns, which includes the Anna dress. I'll talk about that in a second. They've also got the Hannah dress and the Tamsin dress, and each of the patterns is available in 2 different size ranges. So you've got like a B cup size, which goes from UK 6 to 24, and then they also do a D cup size that goes from 16 to 34. So I really love how inclusive they are, really like that. And the first one that I've picked to make this month is the Anna dress. This was one of the first patterns that I made maybe 6 or 7 years ago when I got back into dressmaking and discovered indie patterns this time round, and I used to love them. I'd made about 4 or 5 of them, and you can see it's got this really lovely boat neck. There is a V-neck option as well, but I really love the boat neck. And then it's got maxi or midi length options. And I am so excited to make one of these because I haven't obviously made one for years. And I actually tried to find the old ones that I had, but they're all long gone. This has been given to charity shops over the years and things. And I have picked this very, very beautiful fabric, which is the Atelier Brunette Double Gauze. This is in the sort of off-white. What do they call it? Yeah, just call it Stardust Off-White. So it has these really lovely embroidered gold dots on it. Not sure if you can see. They're coming up. This is double gauze, so it's super soft. It's cotton. It's basically 2 fine layers of cotton gauze that are then joined together by teeny, teeny, tiny basting stitches all the way along. So you can't see that there's 2 layers, but it feels really lovely, really soft. Gives it's almost got a bit of volume in it because of the like the 2 layers together, and it is so perfect for summer. It's 100% cotton. Really lovely, and I'm going to sew up a summery midi version because I think with a bit of a tan and some nice strappy sandals, this would be a really lovely pairing. So I'm going to go for that. And then because I'm just so in love with all the By Hand London patterns, and I'm also really in love with the Atelier Brunette Double Gauze, I'm pairing another one for another make. So you can tell why I've said that not all of these are going to be done by me, because there's no way I'd have a chance to get through all of them. Just grab some of my coffee. I am going for the Hannah dress, which I haven't ever made before, but I'm not actually doing the dress. I'm going to do the top version. So it's a wrap, and it's a really nice wrap. So it's fairly simple. There's no zips, fastenings, anything like that. There's quite a few options. There's like longer length, there's bishop sleeves, there's short sleeves, there's tulip sleeves, and obviously you could shorten the dress piece into a top, which is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it with these lovely tulip sleeves, and I'm going to pair it with the double gauze but in the forest green, because, well, 1, because I love it, and 2, because I cut a couple of meters of this well before Christmas, and then hadn't sewn it up, but I wanted to make sure I had some and I couldn't decide what to match it with. But I think this as a wrap top with the really cute sleeves in this pattern will be really lovely, really lovely. And I love the gold and green combo. I think that's so nice, and you could kind of wear that all year round as well. It's a really rich forest green, which I really like. So that's that. And then the final one, definitely been ambitious, but I'm quite confident because I'm not doing them alone. The final one, some of you will remember this fabric. I mean, it's not dissimilar to the first one that I showed you, but this is an art gallery cotton jersey instead of a rayon. This is called Lavish Bitsy. I made a t-shirt in this last year. I wore it to death over the summer. Well, I say to death, it's actually in very good condition, and it's a sample in the shop. Actually, I think it's upstairs, and it looks great because this fabric washes and wears so well. But I really want a dress in it, so I thought I've made quite a few fitted dresses from the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes pattern, and I always get questions on how to lengthen it. So I thought what I'll do is later this month I'm going to do a video on how I lengthen it. It's quite straightforward, but I'm going to use this one to do it so that I can show you. Now sadly the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes pattern is no longer in print, so they're just doing it as PDF only, but what I'll show you is how you could do it on any kind of fitted jersey pattern, top pattern, and turn it into a dress. So I'm going to use this one. and I'll just do it t-shirt length and probably just below the knee, like a midi style fitted dress with a scoop neckline, because I adore this fabric. And I'm going to take the t-shirt that I made last year in, and then I've got the option to wear top with jeans and a skirt, or if I'm feeling like a dress, and I've got that. But I just, yeah, I love this fabric so much. The colours are so nice. It's got a really soft, like bluey grey background, which is really flattering on all skin tones. And then you've got the lovely pinks, and again, it's got so many different tones of pinks and some blues and greens. It just goes with everything. And it's really lovely, really lovely. So those are my potentially ambitious, but I think achievable plans for the month. I am really, really loving being back in the shop, seeing all our lovely customers. Thank you so much to anyone that's come in to visit us, and thank you to everyone who orders online and keeps us busy. We turned 4 on Saturday, which is just kind of blows my mind. We have been through an awful lot, and yeah, it blows my mind. I'm so excited for the next year, because I'm really hoping that we can just have a year where we can do what we do best. I've not got any grand plans. I just want us to be able to talk to you all and show you all lots of lovely fabric, send you off with all your lovely fabrics and haberdashery and patterns, and teach in our beautiful studio. I can't wait for us to be allowed to reopen that once restrictions lift, hopefully next month. And I just want to concentrate on doing that and having like a full year of just being able to do things. And I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, that's me. I'm off for a day in the shop. I hope you all have a really lovely week, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.